Jazeel Perfumes is a house of luxury fragrances found in 2018 by perfumer and watch collector Ali Al-Zahabi. His deep emotional connection with perfumes from early in life made him want to fulfill the need for exclusive and genuine Oriental perfumes that would appeal to both men and women alike. Jazeel Perfumes are a rare confluence of tradition and modernity. They are rich in spirit and soulful in heart, a collection for romantic connoisseurs of fine, luxurious, and high-quality fragrances. Jazeel fragrances are made with the highest quality, natural and rare spices and other finest essences personally sourced by Ali Al-Zahabi from the Far East and across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and today we're going to review Ghala, the mystical love potion of Jazeel collection. This scent was launched with 3 other fragrances for Jazeel collection in 2019. Ghala falls under category of amber floral. The nose behind this fragrance is Ali Al-Zahabi himself. First of all, before we get to the accords actually, what does really Ghala means? Since it is an Arabic word, to cut it short for you guys, it pretty much means something expensive and valuable or priceless. So Ghala is the crown jewel of the Jazeel Perfumes collection. This is a very high quality juice for traditional rose and oud lovers. And yes, I think by now you all know that I'm a big fan of high quality rose and oud fragrances, so naturally I wanted to try this, and as I expected, I fell in love with this natural organic oud and rose creation. All right, so let's get to the accords and see what we get as far as the accords of Ghala goes. This is gorgeous. You can definitely tell it's very high quality, as I mentioned. Ghala is an opulent and romantic perfume, as the name suggests. It captures all the feelings associated with love and romance. Ghala opens up with this sweet and also bitter kind of an opening. It's interesting. There's a sweetness and there's also this kind of a smoky bitterness that it opens up. It's kind of like a fresh fermented berries, resin of 2 precious sought and seeked after aged agar wood. That's what you're getting here, because I kind of know the notes, so I know where that kind of a bitterness and sweetness and almost sourness as well is coming from. But it's gorgeous, it's very beautiful. A wonderful, smoky, sweet smell that has this spicy, earthy, and animalic facet to it as well. There are 2 types of high quality organic oud in here, as I mentioned earlier. You got pure aged Kalakasi oud and pure Indian oud. So in general, there are so many types and so many names of oud. Generally, they name them for their location or their area, like Sufi oud, Assam oud, Bengal oud, Indonesian oud, and so on. The smell of oud is affected by weather, location, and the age of the oud. Now, the Kalakasi oud that is used in here, depending on the batches, they are usually aged between 18 to 20 years, which is sourced from Nagaland. The Indian oud that is used in here is aged between 4 to 6 years, which is sourced from Assam. The Indian oud is usually earthy and animalic, where the Kalakasi oud is more fresh and sweet. So by mixing these 2 types of oud, the result is nothing short but spectacular. Now, these 2 precious types of oud on the opening are accompanied by this sparkling, zesty, citrusy, and somewhat lemony fresh with various nuances of powder, wood notes, somewhat fruity, clean, intensely romantic, and potent, which must be coming from the Indian Absolute Rose and Turkish Rose. There is a huge difference between essential oils and absolute oils. Indian Rose Absolute has a true natural organic to rose aroma, very floral and pure, and it acts 100% different on skin than normal rose oil does. The quality of rose used in Ghala in average is 9.3 out of 10. Now, how do I know this? Obviously, because like I always do, I talk to the actual perfumer, which a lot of people don't really do that when it comes to reviewing fragrances on here on YouTube. They pretty much get on here and do a quick review, like this smells like this and that, with the notes, and I like it a lot, and then that's it. So I think I get too much in detail of the fragrances and the creation of it, and I think maybe that's a little bit boring. You guys can let me know in the comment section. I can go to that style and try to do a video in like 4 or 5 minutes and get it over with, but I just thought because the fragrances that I review are very pricey, I thought you guys really wanted to know how they're really created and the kind of a process of their creation is done. So that's why I go in such a detail and talk to the actual perfumer just for you guys, so you guys get the exact data on the fragrances. But Mr. Ali Al-Zahabi only uses 9 and above. But the grades always change because of seasons and other factors. And that's why Ghala is produced in a very low quantities, because it's that special. This is really beautiful. It's very Middle Eastern. So again, there's so many rose and oud fragrances out there, and you can definitely tell the ones that are kind of westernized, and you can tell the Middle Eastern ones. And this one definitely has a true Middle Eastern DNA to it. It's very beautiful, it's very raw, it's very opulent, and I love it. And as it keeps opening up, it becomes more and more beautiful, and it becomes such a well-rounded, such a soft beauty. It's very romantic fragrance. It's gorgeous. All right, so now, as I mentioned earlier, the Kalakasi oud has this sweet fermented berries, resin of old agarwood, wonderful smoky and sweet smell to it, and the Indian oud, which has this animalic earthy nuances, which transitions really nicely as a top note to the middle notes, which has ambergris, olibanum, and cedarwood. So as the fragrance opens up and the Kalakasi and the Indian oud starts to breathe with the roses, the scent becomes smokier due to the incense. There is also this slight leathery iodine facet, or I should say this kind of a marine salty facet to the fragrance, which must definitely come from the 100% natural ambergris in here. Now, the ambergris is mixed with other natural ingredients to make it a little stronger, and the ambergris used in here is a mixture of pure, fresh, and aged ambergris. After about half an hour, the roses, they settle down, and the fragrance becomes woodier due to use of high-quality cedar. In the dry down, interestingly, the oud becomes stronger, which I really love, and it must be definitely the Indian oud. These two types of oud are used very smartly in this fragrance. The Kalakasi oud is used in the top note for its sweetness and freshness to tame the Indian oud for its animalic characteristics. But we all know when Indian oud dries down, that's when it truly shines. And that's why it is used in the base of this fragrance. A perfect blend of timing of two phenomenal ouds. Now, as I was mentioning, the dry down, the oud becomes woodier and also sweeter with an earthy and dry woody foresty vibe to it that rounds up this fragrance, which must be coming from Indian essential oil of patchouli and Indonesian vetiver. Vetiver in Ghala is from Pali Island, Indonesia, and most people think that the Indonesian vetiver is low quality, but that's actually not true. Even though most perfumers prefer Indian or Haitian vetiver, there are lots of beautiful vetiver like the ones from Japan, Reunion Island, and Brazil as well. Mr. Ali Al-Zahabi told me that he tested all of them, and the one that he found most suitable for Ghala creation was one from Indonesia. Due to its softness, as the two types of oud and the roses are very strong notes and needed something to calm them down which the Indonesian vetiver did that really well due to its forest, woody, and dry characteristics. There is also this milky and powdery vibe in the dry down, which is also influenced by the Indian sandalwood, which also plays a huge role in making this fragrance very woody, but also taming the ouds and giving the roses a very unique softness and beauty. All in all, what you get as far as the accords goes to make it very easy for you guys is that this is a very oud-driven fragrance, very oud and rose-driven fragrance. You can definitely smell that right off the bat. The minute you smell it, you're like, this is oud and rose. It's very woody. There's this beautiful amber going on in here, gorgeous amber accord. It's definitely very balsamic from the cedar. The high quality cedar creates that. It's also very warm and spicy. Also, you definitely get this strong patchouli accord from this as well. So the patchouli oil is so high quality and it's so strong that you can actually smell that in dry down as its own accord. So you definitely get a patchouli accord in here too. So people that are into patchouli, they would definitely love this. It definitely has a smoky vibe to it, or I should say, kind of like a lot of people a lot of people haven't had the chance to smell this, but people that smell this, they're probably gonna say it smells almost like a burned tire or asphalt, like sun shining on asphalt all day long. It has that smell with the roses. It's such a beauty, actually. I mean, it doesn't sound beautiful on paper, but just the mixture of that, the beauty and the beast, balances out this fragrance to a very romantic fragrance. And that's what you get. So you get that smokiness and earthiness in this fragrance as far as the accords goes. All right, so let's get to the notes of Ghala and see what we got. I'm pretty sure you guys know by now going through the accords of Ghala. Also make sure you stick tuned in my video and check out the unboxing of this gorgeous, beautiful, luxurious bottle. It's just beautiful. I love the bottle. All right. So as far as the top notes goes, you have that Kalakasi oud, the 18 years aged of Kalakasi oud. You got Indian absolute rose and Turkish rose, which are very high quality. Middle notes, you have that very high quality aged and fresh mixed ambergris. You got frankincense, or I should say olibanum, and you got a very high quality cedar wood. Now in the base notes, you have that Indian sandalwood, you have a very nice patchouli oil, you got vetiver, and you got pure organic Indian oud going on. All right, so now we get to the fun part of Ghala. Let's get to the performance and longevity. As far as the performance and longevity goes, it is a great performer. It is definitely a head turner. It's a very romantic, beautiful fragrance. And it is long lasting to eternal. So on my skin, I easily get between 9 to 12 hours out of this fragrance. As far as the projection goes, or I should say as far as the projection and sillage goes, it is fantastic. The sillage is enormous, and it goes like that for about 2 to 3.5 hours straight. And on initial spray, the projection is easily about 5 to 6 feet. And after 3 hours, it gets closer to your bubble. So as far as all those goes, I would definitely give it a very, very high score. All right, so let's get to the compliments of Ghala. Now, Ghala is very tricky because it's definitely a true rose and oud type of a fragrance, and you definitely have to be into oud and roses to really enjoy this scent. So it's not a mass appealing type of fragrance, and therefore probably it won't get a lot of compliments. But I think if you're dressed right and if you wear this on the right occasion, you will definitely get a lot of compliments because it's such a romantic scent and it's so unisex. I could definitely see a guy or a woman pull this off. So as far as the compliments goes, at least as far as me goes, I would definitely give it a high score. But as far as general public goes, I would probably give it a medium score. Now, let's get to the versatility of Ghala. Now, Ghala is, again, this is a very subjective topic to talk about. To me, this definitely is not a versatile scent. This is not something that you can wear this every day. It's very romantic. I would say this would do great for dating a night out, a romantic night out, or a romantic dinner. This would do great. Parties, weddings or so, this would do fantastic. And as far as the seasons goes, I would say this would do great in cooler temperature. But again, there is a freshness to it. And the roses are done in such a fresh, unique way that you could definitely pull this off in, let's say, in a cool spring night as well. So as far as the versatility goes, I would definitely give this a medium score. Now, as far as the uniqueness goes, Ghala is, for me, it's definitely very unique because of that 18-year-old Kalkasi oud and the 6-year-old Indian oud and that organic ambergris and those high-quality roses makes it very, very special, and it's a very unique scent. But as far as the actual idea of oud and roses goes, there's lots of oud and roses out there on the market right now. So because of that, I would give it a medium score. And that's it, you guys. That's all I have for Ghala by Jazeel Perfumes. If you guys own this fragrance, please let me know in the comments section what's your take on it. And if you don't own it, I would definitely suggest you try this out. It's a beautiful, beautiful oud and rose fragrance. If you are into oud and roses, I would definitely suggest you to try this one out. And that's it, you guys. That's all I have. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.